Sir,
Yeah. What about Yuvraj? Can you explain? So, what did we learn yesterday's class?
sir, about HTML,
Okay. Mm-hmm.
why HTML is important?
Mm-hmm.
Tags, sir,
Mm-hmm.
and unordered and order list.
Mm-hmm.
That's all, sir.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Why we need this HTML?
To develop the structure of web pages, and also it tells the browser how to display the content.
Okay. What are the major things we can see in the browser? Like, is that HTML is platform independent?
Dependent, sir.
What can you repeat again once? So, is that HTML the platform independent or not?
It's dependent.
What about Priyanka?
Independent.
How? Can you can you give me the clarification on how it's independent?
It stands for markup language,
Okay. Mm-hmm. So why
and
it's a platform?
it's
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
text-based structure, and HTML documents are in plain text files.
Okay. So what about Kaustubh, Yuvraj, and Preetham?
What, sir?
So the question was, is the HTML the platform independent or not?
Dep- Independent.
How?
Dependent. Dependent.
How it's dependent?
Independent. Sir, it is independent.
Okay. Then how it is independent?
Dependent in. It can run
Okay.
on any device
Mm-hmm.
with a browser, web
Okay.
browser.
Mm-hmm.
Likewise, Linux. Example. Example like sir, Android, iOS, etc.
Okay. So basically, we can say the HTML is the platform independent. Independent. Okay. The platform independent means that the tool, okay, can run, okay, on any system, any operating system, without requiring the modification. So you can create one file called index.html. You can directly use from any browser, any yeah, any window, like any operating system. Okay, so you can able to see that particular UI. Okay, so this is regarding the platform dependent. Okay, so why is the HTML is platform independent? Okay, the why means there is a browser based interpretation. Okay, the HTML is the interpreted by the web browsers, okay, which are available on the all platform like Windows, Mac, Linux, Android. Okay, as long as the browser support HTML, it can display the content and irrespective of the underlying later platform, we can say. Okay, the second thing we can say regarding that standardized by W3C, basically the HTML follows a set of standardized rules, okay, defined by the world wide web. Okay, so basically these standards are ensured that the HTML code works consistently, across all the browsers and platforms, we can say. Okay, and the one more thing, it's a cross platform compatibility. The cross platform compatibility in the sense, like the browser like the Google Chrome, Firefox, Safari and Edge are the cross platforms. Okay, and they behave the same way on different devices. Okay, ensuring that the HTML content is rendered consistently. Okay, suppose like for the creating the website, so like we can create one HTML file called index.html. Index.html, okay, on your window laptop. Okay, using the text editor like notepad or visual studio code. Okay, so you can add the content on the index.html. Okay, and for the viewing the file, so you can open that as index.html or like file in the Google Chrome on your Windows laptop and display the content perfectly. Okay, and the sharing the file, you can say you can send the index.html file to your friend and who is using the MacBook. Okay, and your friend opens it in Safari. The website looks exactly the same as it like did on your laptop. And also with accessing on the smartphones also, like you upload the index.html file to server and open the file in the browser on Android phones or iPhones. Okay, the website is displayed properly and respecting the design and content. Okay, so the next thing we need to learn regarding that semantic and non-semantic element. Okay, the semantic element. Okay, the semantic elements that clearly describe their meaning of the both browser and the developer. Okay, and these elements can make the code more readable and easier to maintain and the better for search engine optimization, because they give the meaningful information about the content inside them. Okay, for example, we have discussed yesterday regarding those examples. There is a heading element, so like the heading element header. Okay, that so we have the heading element called like the h1, h2 and h3, like these are tags. Okay, the basically the element define the heading or introduction, like introductory content, we can say, for the heading element. Okay, so we have the main tag also. Okay, so it represents the main content of the document. Yesterday we have seen that article, footer, now, and aside. So these are the tags under semantic element. Basically, the semantic element, it's clearly describe the particular meaning of tag, like for to the both browser and developer. Okay, that these elements make the code more readable, easier to the maintain, and the better for the search engine optimization. So this is regarding that semantic element. So now we need to learn, so what is the non-semantic elements? Okay, the non-semantic elements, so basically non-semantic element. So basically the non-semantic elements just do not provide any information about the meaning of the content. So here in the semantic element you can see that you can you can see the information about the information about the meaning of the content. Header in the sense you can think like we can set to the top of the screen like that. But in the non-semantic elements basically do not provide any information about the meaning of the content. Okay, so these elements are only used for layouts or styling purpose without conveying the purpose of the content. So this is the main fundamental for the non-semantic element. Okay, so we have some tags on non-semantic. So there is a div tag. Okay, so we can say like the meaning of the div tag, we can say it's a generic container for the grouping the content. Okay, and next thing there is a span tag. So here you can say it's an inline container for the styling and small portion of the text we can say it. Okay, so now we need to see the difference between the semantic and non-semantic. Okay, the first semantic and non-semantic difference is the purpose. Okay, in the semantic, the purpose of the semantic is adding the meaning to the content, like adds the meaning to the content. Okay, in in the non-semantic elements, so used for the layout and styling, used for layout and styling. Okay, so second thing we can say it's a readability. Okay, so in the semantics, even semantic element you can see the improved improves the readability and maintainability. But in the non-semantic element, so can you can make the code harder to understand actually. So we can see the nested thing in the non-semantic element, inside the div, inside the div, like we can see the some nested thing. But in so in semantic tags, so we have the meaningful things, and here we can say that improve the readability and maintainability. Okay, and third part is the main thing, search engine optimization impact. Okay, so the semantic tag is very important, like it's a better for the search engine optimization. Okay, in the non-semantic elements, so it's not it's no SEO like search engine optimization benefits. Okay, so these are the three differences for the semantic and non-semantic. So basically yeah, this is regarding, and we have some example like the header, footer, article and main for the semantic elements, and the non-semantic elements we can see that div span. Okay, so after that we can see regarding that so yesterday what we have done till we have created the form. Okay, we have completed the table also, and the list also we have completed. And after that, so we need to know HTML block and inline element. Okay, so here we'll HTML block and inline elements. Okay, so the every HTML elements has a default display value depending on the what type of element it is. Okay, the basically we have the two most common display values. These are the block and inline elements. Okay, the block level element, in the sense the block level element always start on the new line. Okay, so the first thing for the block, so always start with the new line. Okay, and the browser like browsers automatically add some spaces before and after the elements. Okay, and the block level elements always take up the full width, like full width available. Okay, and here I can see the two commonly used for the block elements called that paragraph tag and like div tag. So we can do here. So we can do for the block level elements is a p. Okay, ten div Lauren 13. Okay, so you see the UI. Okay, when you check the 100% width, you can see, so it is taking the 100% width. Okay, you can say the space is taking 100%. Okay, and the basically the block level elements always start with a new line. Okay, and the browser automatically adds the spaces, some spaces before and after the elements. Okay, and so basically it takes the full width. Okay, you can see here it's showing the full width. Okay, so for example we have written that paragraph tag and uh, p tag and audio tag. Okay, so next thing it's an inline tag. Inline tag, the inline element. Okay, so the inline element does not start on the new line, the compared to the block element. So basically in the block element you can see they start with the new line, but in the inline element, so it does not start on the new line. Okay, so here the inline elements the only takes up the much width as necessary, not a fully. Okay, in block level, like in the block level elements I can see it's take the fully width. Okay, in line element like we can't those things actually. So we'll try one example for span span tag for the inline element. Span tag. Okay, so the file. Okay, so okay, so you can see there is a third line, it's regarding that inline elements. Okay, so inline elements width taking like as necessary, not the fully. Okay, so it's showing like you can see the max content, it's a width in like compared to the inline element. You can see the block level elements it's taking the fully width. So this is the difference between that block and inline. Okay, so like you need to know, so what is a div actually. So basically the div like the div is like the element is used to container for the other HTML elements. Okay, and the basically the div elements is the by default the block elements, like meaning that it takes all available width and comes with a line break before and after. Okay, so after that, so we, like yesterday we have seen that attribute. Okay, so attribute, like these are like we can see that attribute called classes, id. Okay, so after that we can see some things. What left? 1 minute, I'm checking. So we need to know regarding the meta tag also. Okay, so in the HTML, so you can see in the head tag, so we have one, it's the title, and one more, it is the meta tag. Okay, so we need to know like why we are using the meta tag. Like basically we need to know what is the meta tags. Okay, the meta tags basically it's a provide the metadata about the HTML documents. Okay, and such has the information about the document character, like character sets and author description and keywords and viewport setting, and these tags are basically placed inside the head tag only. Okay, the first tag I can say it's like char set meta tag. Okay, the char set meta tag means the meta. You need to add one attribute called char set is the UTF-8. Okay, so here the specify the character encoding for the HTML documents. Okay, here the ensuring the proper rendering of the text. Okay, so this ensures that the document uses the UTF-8, it's character like character set, so which support the wide range of the characters including the special character and symbols. Okay, this is regarding the meta char set as the UTF-8. Okay, and next thing there is a viewport meta tag. Okay, the viewport meta tag, so we have some attributes for the viewport. So the first thing we need to add the name attribute, so we need to add that viewport, and we need to add that one more attribute called content. Okay, so in the content we have to add that width is device width and initial scale it's a 1, right? Initial scale is 1. Okay, so here the viewport meta tags, okay, helps to control the layout on the mobile browsers, making the website responsiveness by the setting the viewport width and scaling. Okay, so basically this width equal to device width, it sets the width of the page to the device width. Okay, and this initial scale is equal to 1, so it sets the initial zoom level when the page is first loaded. Okay, so next thing we have one more meta tag called that description meta tag. Okay, so in the description meta tag, like here we can provide that like brief description about the web pages, and basically that like descriptive meta tag, this is used for the search engine. Okay, in the search the results. Okay, so we'll write that one, the meta tag. Okay, we need to add that name attribute, the name of the attribute, like we need to add the value is the description. can add content, anything. Okay, we can add the content like this is the detailed description of the web pages, content for search engine optimization. Okay, so this description is often shown the below the title of the like web pages in the search result, like basically the improving the click through the rates. Okay, and so we have one more important meta tag called the keyword, like keywords meta tag. Okay, so the keywords meta tag in the sense, there is a meta tag. Okay, so here we need to add the name as the keywords, and the content is the HTML CSS JavaScript and some meta tags. Okay, so here used for that specifying the list of the keywords related to the content of the web pages. However, it's no longer important for the search engine optimization as it once was only, but here we can say to specify the comma separated list of the character relevant to the page content for the search engine. Okay, so this is regarding that meta tags. Okay, so after meta tag, so we have to learn regarding that layout. So yesterday we have seen that layout thing. Okay, that is header, nav, section, and article, and aside and footer. Okay, I'll open that image once. That HTML layout, not this one. This is colorful, I can take. Okay, so basically the here the HTML layout elements and techniques we can say. Okay, basically here we can say there is a header tag, nav tag, and section tag, article tag, and aside and footer tag. Okay, so HTML has the several semantic elements to define the different parts of the web pages. Okay, so here the header is define the header of the document, and like the nav is basically we can say it sets the navigation links, and that section we can that define the section in the documents. The article we can say it's that self-contained like self-contained content we can say. Okay, and the footer is basically we can say regarding that like the footer for the document or section. Okay, so this is regarding that layout of the techniques. Okay, like layout of the elements. Okay, and after that we need to learn regarding. Okay, so we need to know regarding, like, need to learn regarding that responsive web design. Okay, so the responsive web design, RWD, means responsive web design is basically like it's creating the web pages that look good to all devices. Okay, all the devices in the sense the tab, desktop, and mobile. Okay, the responsive web design will automatically adjust for the different screen sizes and viewport. Okay, so what is meaning for the web design, like responsive web design? The responsive web design is about using the HTML and CSS to automatically resize the and hide and grow and like the make it look good all the devices. Okay, so for that thing, so we have to set the one meta tag, so which I discussed in this meta tags. Okay, the meta tag is like with this one actually, the meta tag. So we have the name is the viewport, and the content width is equal to device width, and the initial scale is a 1. So this will help for the responsive things. Okay, so after that, regarding the forms, so we have like yesterday discussed regarding the forms. Okay, so in the basically we need to know regarding the forms. uh, Forms. Okay, the forms is done, input also is done. What left? Okay, the one more thing. Okay, in HTML there is an after updated the HTML5, so we got some things like like the upgraded features. The name is the multimedia. Okay, so basically in multimedia. Okay, so basically in the HTML the multimedia on the like the web is sound, music, and video and movie, and in animations we can say. Okay, so then what is a multimedia? Okay, then multimedia is comes in the many different formats. Okay, it can be almost anything you can hear, you can see, like images, music, and sound, and like videos, records, and films, animations. Okay, and the web pages like often the contain the multimedia elements for of the different types of and formats. Okay, and basically that browser support means in the sense like the first web browsers had a support for only text only. Okay, and the limited the single font in the single color. Okay, the later came the browser with support for colors, fonts, and images, and multiple multimedia. Okay, the multimedia formats like the multimedia elements audio and video are stored in the media files basically. Okay, the most common way to discover the type of the file, it's took to look at the file extension we can say. Okay, the multimedia files have the format and the like different extension. Okay, the extension are the mp4, mp3, and mpg, and so we have so many things. Okay, so this is regarding the multimedia. Okay, so here we can see that video, audio, media, plugins, youtube, anything. Okay, so this is regarding all about that html. So do you have any doubt on the html till now?
No, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Oh, what are the doubts? Do you have any doubts on html?
No, sir.
Okay, so we can
Difference.
if it is done, then we can start
Sir, still
css. Okay,
difference between div and span.
the difference between div and span, basically div it's a block level element, and span it's the inline element. Okay, the div it's take the fully 100% width, and span it will take the max content width. So this is the main two difference you can see in this like in the block level and inline level elements. The block level element in the sense the like it's taken the new line. Okay, and the inline in the sense like it does not take the new lines. Okay, the second thing it's take 100% width for the block, and inline it's to take with the max content. And that's the main difference between that div and span. And interviewer asked regarding that semantic tag and non-semantic tag and block and inline. These are the very basic interview questions they will ask actually. Okay, so do you have any doubt?
No, sir.
What about Yoresh?
No, sir.
Okay, so like if it is done, so we can start the CSS. Is it okay?
In next class.
Sorry.
Hmm. Today we discuss the HTML. Tomorrow you can start CSS. Sir, today we practice. You can discuss 15 minutes. You can
Okay.
discuss.
The thing is, so
Fine.
can we discuss regarding that OOPS project if it is possible? So that Priyanka has done one project, like one assignment. So she will explain what she did actually. Hmm? Okay. Priyanka, can
Okay,
you
sir.
try to explain those that assignment which you have done that first one?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Please share the screen and explain me the all the things actually what you did and what are the main important. So, each and everybody have to explain. Okay. Not for me. For these people also. Okay. I'm stop sharing. Share the screen and explain me the things.
Sir, wait a minute. Actually, I joined through the mobile. So,
Okay. Okay. Not a problem. We'll wait.
We can revise HTML again.
Sorry.
In this streams, you can revise the HTML.
Okay, so what do you want from the HTMLs? Can you tell me the things?
From starting to
Sorry?
here.
Okay,
I mean, yesterday and today's class you can revise.
okay. Priyanka, let me know so if it is done, okay? So then I will start, like till now, I will start that HTML, okay?
okay, sir.
Okay. Yeah, so basically, we have started from the HTML regarding that markup, like the stands for the hypertext markup language. Okay, that basically that HTML stands for the hypertext markup language, and it's standard language used to create the and design the web pages. Okay, and basically this like think for the HTML as a structure or skeleton, okay, and as upper web pages, and here we can defining the elements like a heading, paragraph, links, and images, and like and more we can say. Okay, so we need to see what is the like that hypertext, what is the markup, what is the language. Okay, so the thing is the hyper means we can say it's a extended. So yesterday we have explained regarding that hyper. What is the hyper? The hyper is basically the extended in the like in the context of the HTML. It refers to the ability to go behind a static text by linking to other resources such as like web pages, documents, video, and images. Okay, the text means is basically it's refer to the content of the content that readable by the human. Okay, and displayed on the web pages. Okay, the hypertext basically it allows the users to navigate between the related pieces like pieces of information through the links. Okay, the thing is you can take one example so when you click on hyperlink, so in web pages it takes it takes you to another location, another page. Okay, so this is regarding we can say it's like hypertext. Okay, in the markup, what does it mean by markup? Okay, the markup is basically refers to the system of text. so that it can be distinguished and processed by the computer. And in HTML, this is done by the using the tags, we can say. Okay, the tags are especially like keywords that enclosed in the angle brackets, like less than and greater than, like that define the type of the content. Okay, so for example, you can see that p tag means paragraph tag. Okay, the tags are used to mark the paragraph. And the one more thing, it's anchor tag. So basically that anchor tag is used to like use it for the hyperlinks. Okay, and third thing is the language. What is the language basically? So basically the language is implies that HTML follows the set of rules, okay, and the syntax that computers can understand. Okay, basically it provides the standardized way to create and structure the web content, and making it consistent and accessible across the different devices and browsers. Okay, and why combine these words basically? That HTML, like the HTML means HTML in the sense that hypertext markup language. Okay, first thing, that links content together, and second thing, uses tag to structure and label content, and third thing, the following follows the specific rule to ensure that the content is displayed consistently, like that. Okay, and the next thing, like we can see that why we need that HTML is important. Okay, the basically the HTML is the foundation of the web development. Okay, the all website are built using the HTML as the base thing. Okay, and here we can see the the HTML work with other technologies. We can say the HTML like works along with the CSS, JavaScript. CSS for the styling, and JavaScript for the interactivity. Okay, and we can say it's a universal compatibility also. Means universal compatibility in the sense, that all browsers understand and render the proper. Okay, so the basic structure, yesterday we have seen the first thing, it's a doc type HTML. Okay, so the doc type basically it's we can say that what type of HTML we are using. Okay, so the doc type is HTML in the sense this tells the browser that the document is written in the HTML file. Okay, so basically this is regarding the doc type of HTML. Okay, so after that there is a root level element called HTML. Okay, the HTML is the root level of the HTML element. This all content goes inside this tag only, the HTML. Okay, the under HTML we can see the two main tags. There is a head tag and the body tag. Okay, the head tag contains the metadata about the web pages, like title, char set, and viewport regarding that thing, and also the title tag also. Okay, basically the title tag sets the title of the web pages shown, shown in the web, shown in the browser tab. Okay, and the body tag basically contains all the visible content of the web pages, such as heading, paragraph, images, and etc. You can say. Okay, and rest of the things we have done in the practical thing, and today we have done that semantic and non-semantic. And yeah, this is regarding the overall things. So Priyanka, are you okay with the,
So wait a minute.
sorry, am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Okay, you can share your screen and
It's taking too much time, sir.
Okay. So what about Kaustuv? Did you try it? Do you have any doubts? Then you can clarify here only. So that Priyanka has done, so she will give on some hints on the that first question, the first assignment. So do you have any like, are you facing any issue for the first problem? What about Yuvraj and Preetham?
Trying, sir. Not done yet.
So wait, like, are you facing some issue on the question, like first assignment? So do you have any doubt on the things?
No, sir.
So no, in the sense you have to do no. So till it's not completed, in the sense.
I'm practicing that loop and that.
Okay.
Uh,
And what about Kaustuv and Preetham?
Doing, sir. Tomorrow, tomorrow.
Tomorrow I will be not there because I'm traveling somewhere. Okay, so please try to complete those things which I sent in the group,
Yes, sir.
and please try to post the code into the GitHub. It's very important.
As a pushing. Yes, sir.
If it is okay, then we can wrap the session. Is it okay? Am I audible? So if it is
Sir,
okay, then
what
we can
more
wrap up the
project
session. Sorry, what happened?
you're sharing project?
No, no, I'm not sharing anything actually. Just I'm.
Yes, sir.
Okay, if it is done, so we can wrap up the session, and tomorrow we'll start. Like day after tomorrow, we can start regarding that CSS, and it will take around 2 days, 2 or 3 days, and after that we can start that JavaScript. Okay, and please do practice on the Java problems and Java fundamentals. It's very important. Okay, and parallelly you have to practice that HTML. So main thing you have to know the what are the main tags and why these tags we are using particularly. The is tag, you should know the meaning of particular tag. Okay, got it?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, if you have any doubt, you guys are need, like you guys are need to collaborate and please solve those things actually. Okay.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay, then thank you.